For this assignment, it is in the subject of technology. While accessing the lesson plan, I went off of the science template. It is with an ESL level 3 student in 5th grade. The content objective for this assignment is that students will be able to illustrate and explain the engineering design process. The language objective is that the students will be working in a group of 4 and will be able to orally communicate with their partners to design the design process off of an invention that I will be giving them. So the groups will be groups of 4, and then they will also create the engineering design model as a group. And then from there, the next lesson will be that the student will have to use the invention that they are creating and use the engineering design process. The cognitive strategy is that the students will be able to complete the diagram and be able to illustrate the diagram on a piece of paper. Vocabulary, the vocabulary is actually on the board. So the students will be able to use these targeted words, which are ask, research, imagine, plan, create, test, and improve. As the students are working in groups, I will be checking to make sure that they are using these vocabulary words in the correct style. The social affective strategy is that students will illustrate and design with the group. Metacognitive is to plan and organize their information into the diagram. And for the task-based strategy, we will use background knowledge to ask questions, properly order their thoughts, and collaborate to finish this diagram for the like invention that they are using. For the ordering their thoughts, something that in the plan I thought of was having the students, especially EL students, may struggle with the sequencing of the aspect of the design process. Materials will be that they will just need the pieces of paper for the diagram. I will have each group will get they'll work on the invention of a telephone, an airplane, a computer, an air conditioning unit, and then a car. Each group will have a graphic organizer, and the individuals will be able to use Chromebooks if they need to do outside research. For the prep for this assignment, before this assignment, they were already introduced to what an inventor is and why inventions are important. Before the diagram planning, I will present a brain pop video on the engineering design process. In the video, it's going to show that it works clockwise and that it goes over and over again until you get a finished product that you're happy with. After the video, I'm going to have the students do a pre-survey on Google Forms, which I'll go over those questions during the pre-assessment. For the presentation, I will model on the board as like so the engineering design process, and then I will also create a model by hand to show them on my via Google Chromecast, and then I will also go over what group work looks like and positive group work and remind them that they need to use their time wisely. For practice, they'll break into groups of 4. When I'm grouping the students, for my EL student, I'll make sure that they're with native English speakers that are able to positively impact the group. And I will check in with the group many times as I'm walking around. I will reiterate that I have an example on the board as they are creating their diagram, and make sure that the students have 7 spots when they're forming their diagrams. I could differentiate the activity by having some of the diagrams already filled out. So like maybe just having like ask, imagine, and create filled out on the diagram. And then I'm asking the students to put the definitions in the diagram as well. So maybe having some of those focused words already written out as a sentence frame will work. For the evaluation, students will turn in their group engineering design diagrams, and then from there they will do the post-assessment on Google Forms. For the expansion, each group will present their completed diagrams to the entire classroom, and then each group member will be instructed to present at least one of the spots on the diagram. Students will be told that they will next complete the same diagram, but for the invention they created in the lesson before. So together they worked on one invention. So say the EL student had the telephone diagram. Now the next lesson will be creating the same diagram for that invention that they created on their own. And then after the students already watched all the other group diagrams, they could go back and fix the diagram that they are about to turn in. And then they'll be graded for participation and completion of their group diagram. Though there will be a rubric which will include points for participating in the small group and presenting at least one step to the class. With the Google form for the pre-post assessment, questions include: when following the engineering design process, in which order did the steps occur? I will also list out all 7 of these parts of the diagram and then have one that is not true. I'm gonna see if they'll be able to answer that. And then I'm gonna ask them how comfortable they are with the engineering design process, either not comfortable, somewhat comfortable, comfortable, pretty comfortable, or very comfortable, and explain why they chose that answer. And then the last one I'm saying, I'm going to ask in 2 sentences, why is it important that inventors go back and edit their work? And the whole goal of this assignment is for the cognitive approach of defining the engineering design process. And then from there, being able to create and tell the classroom an invention that they think would be a good idea. So that's going in with the unit for my topic. Thank you.